Hey guys, I'm meteorologist John Marshall, and we have one humdinger of a storm headed our way for tonight through tomorrow. Now, the three main elements of this storm are going to be heavy flooding rains. Flood watch is in effect for the entire tri-state area through Friday for 1 to 4 inches of rain. Now, the ground is saturated. The rivers and streams are near bankful. It will not take a lot of rain to bring all of those waterways above their banks. Obviously, urban flooding, street flooding, a main concern for the morning commute. The morning commute is going to be nasty no matter how you slice it, folks. Give yourself some extra time. The heaviest rain will taper off tomorrow during the afternoon from west to east. The second bullet point of this storm will be increasing south to southeasterly winds for tonight through tomorrow morning. The brunt of the storm late tonight through about midday to 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on your Friday. Winds can gust up to 45 and 50, 55 miles an hour. Wind advisories have been posted for the coastal areas. And the third element, coastal flooding, will be a concern for areas along our coastal tri-state coastline. Okay, tides 1 to 3 feet above normal. Inundation will definitely occur in those flood-prone areas tomorrow morning at the time of high tide. So it's a serious situation as we see right now. What is causing all of this? And as a meteorologist, I look at the jet stream, that River Rivera, about 30 to 50,000 feet in the Earth's atmosphere, folks. Rarely do you see a pattern like this. A huge upper level high coming down to a anomalous upper level low that's dipping all the way down into the northern Gulf of Mexico. This is a tropical connection of heavy rain, very warm, humid air mass that is riding up the coast and forming a storm, the genesis of a storm over Georgia this evening. That storm is going to ride to our west along the most intense, highly packed lines you see here. That is the strongest winds that will be gusting in the upper levels of the atmosphere up to 200 and 240 miles an hour. A lot of energy with this system. So look where these lines in the upper levels are coming from and the surface. Well down from the Caribbean and Bahamas. Folks, it is going to rain very hard. It's going to be like a monsoon later tonight through tomorrow morning. Please give yourself some extra time. The storm is large. It's mammoth. It extends right now, beginning to rain in the New York City tri-state area, all the way down the east coast to western Cuba. There is a squall line of heavy showers and thunderstorms, some severe weather over central Florida. If you know people by Melbourne and through Orlando and down to the south and southeast of Fort Myers, they're getting hammered right now. Closer to home, though, as we zoom in, we're going to see the heavy rain located south and west of New York City. All of this is working to the north and east overnight tonight. Again, beginning to rain right now as the radar shows this timestamp at about 3 o'clock. The European forecast. This is what the European is projecting rainfall-wise to fall by tomorrow night. It's like someone threw a railroad track down, and the heavy rain is flowing up those tracks. Amazing amount of rainfall, between 2 to 4 inches of rain from interior New England through the metropolitan area. The shades of red are indicative of that amount. And as we come closer to home, you can see my computer is giving me flood watches that are extended in time. The general 2 to 3.5 inches of rain through the immediate tri-state and all the tri-state area. Folks, I could show you the GFS, the European model, the NOW model. They're all predicting the same amount of rainfall in a short period of time. Some of our large stem rivers, the Delaware, the Raritan, will have issues with those two rivers possibly coming over their banks over the next couple of days. That's how hard it's going to rain. And remember, this morning, temperatures were at or below freezing. So the ground is frozen solid. The rain has nowhere to seep into. It's just going to run off. Not a good scenario whatsoever. And I'm going to get to your comments in a minute. Let me get to the 5-day forecast. As we head toward the Friday before Christmas, unfortunately, the weather is not going to cooperate. The first day of winter, man, amongst all this, I forgot to tell you. Well, you probably knew. It will get into the lower 60s tomorrow. For the first day of winter, it will be balmy. That is the word, or one of the many adjectives to describe tomorrow morning's and tomorrow afternoon's weather. Rain heavy at times. The morning commute is going to be treacherous. No way around it. If you see a flooded roadway, please don't go through that flooded roadway. turn around and don't drown. Period, end of story. The rain will taper off during the early to mid-afternoon hours from west to east. The evening commute will be much better. Much, much better. Saturday, drying out, still mild, folks. It's a Pacific jet stream. No Arctic air is coming down the pike as we see it just yet. Sunday, bright and tranquil 42. Hey, John, white Christmas? It doesn't look that way. I'm just the messenger, okay? Christmas Eve morning, maybe some flurries or snow showers. Will it be enough to hang around through Christmas Day on the ground? I doubt it. 43 degrees. Christmas Day on Tuesday, seasonal. Hey, you can get to and from, no weather worries, with temperatures around 40, and that's where we should be. Folks, again, the brunt of the storm later tonight through about midday to 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. It will be torrential the rain in the morning, wind driven along the coast. Use caution. I'm going to get to some of your comments right now. Hey, Dina, waving from Bridgewater. How are you? Good seeing you. Jeff, you know my words, bombogenesis of rain. Yeah, bombogenesis, the genesis of a storm that won't really reach criteria-wise with the actual low. Or maybe it will, it's gonna be close, but it will with the rainfall. Great question, Charles, my deacon at my church. The Passaic, hey, it's near Bankful. So many of those rivers, Charles, that I mentioned, including the Delaware and the Raritan, have the potential to rise above their banks. You know where to get that forecast. You go to my radar, my website, get rid of that right there, at www.johnmarshallweather.com, and that's where you're going to find the radar. That will be updating constantly, and we'll get through this. We always do. Just remember, the brunt of the storm tomorrow morning through about midday, then the rain does taper off. 62 degrees for the first day of winter. Man, who ticked off Mother Nature? Hey, be safe, and Merry Christmas, and I will see you soon. I'll be on Channel 2 next Thursday and Friday, the morning and noon show. But I'll probably update you here before then. Take care.